It's a real thing now.
OG, big fish. We the ones that you wanna get with. Took a couple L's, rung a couple bells. Real ones, too legit for point talent. Straight shooters, all troopers. Me and the guys ain't never been losers. See a nice little ting, we pursue her. See a nice little, yeah.
Mental muscles at Muscle Beach.
That's a fact.
It's Mental Muscle Monday, Mental Health Muscle Mondays, even though today's Tuesday. Maybe we'll put this out on
whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, it's whatever you want it to be.
Fact.
We just gonna have some regular convo. Oh, you ain't even got the mic up. Hold the mic up.
No, that's
Oh.
Yeah, it's right got the, you know what I mean?
I ain't think of that. Hold up, I may have to cut. Nah, but I'm not. I got my dog here, Matt. I'm sure y'all already know if you follow me or if you follow him, but he lives out everything that he preaches in his videos. And it's not just about being the strongest person out here at Muscle Beach. It's not the ego. To be totally honest, how I see it, you tell me, but a lot of it's the opposite of that. It's letting your ego down, so therefore you can expand in other areas that we don't typically focus in, like the mobility, like the injury prevention, like getting your joints together, certain things that are obviously super important to your overall health, but we just don't focus on it because it's not I just want to bench as much as I can, or I just want to do a muscle up. I don't know. You tell me, is that an accurate description of what you feel that you live?
Yeah, because I done went through, mind you, I've been training since I was 2 years old. Spot my Lego box. You know, I come from 275 years of natural bodybuilders. I've had...
Oh, break that down. 200 and how many?
275 years of natural bodybuilders.
And that's through your family?
Yeah, that's through my brothers, my uncles, my cousins, and my dad.
All adding up to 275. And I know you're about to tell them, but I'm going to ask it. When did you start working out?
When I was 2 years old. So I started at 2 because, you know, as a kid, you're going to emulate whatever anybody else is doing. Feel me? So I emulated what everybody was doing. They was lifting weights. They wouldn't let me lift the weights with them. So I put everything in my Lego box. I started squatting that. Started doing curls with that. You feel me? By the time I was 7, I started getting scar tissue in my spine. Like right now, I had forgot that I have excessive amounts of scar tissue in my thoracic spine, which is the middle part of your spine. So I have, cervical stenosis. Cervical stenosis is when basically your body got to compensate. My cervical spine is compensating. You know why? Because a lot of us want to do this. We want to do this and look at our phones, right? So now your shoulders is going to compensate. Now your neck is going to compensate. Now you're going to get headaches. And your scapula, your shoulder blade is going to be hurting too. So like right now, I went to this one therapist because, you know, a lot of times you got to go see somebody else. It's like, you know, you write something down, right? You got like spelling errors you didn't even know. So now you go to have somebody reading, like, yo, bro, you know, you messed up on this and it's like, oh, I didn't even see that.
Right. You're not really focused on it.
I'm not really focused. I don't have the pain anymore. You feel me? That whole no pain, no gain thing, I lived that. I lived that from the time I couldn't remember to about 25. And the crazy thing is, at that point in time, I was already 23 years into exercising. Still didn't know what I was really, not that I didn't know what I was doing, I was just getting to knowing what I was doing. You feel me? 23 years in. Now, 7 years later, I understand. I don't understand because I don't stand under the authority of whoever's telling me anything. You feel me? So I began to understand how the body works, how the body moves. And a lot of us were never taught that. We just told to go outside and play. You feel me? Why would you and that's why we keep getting these injuries. Because we're ego lifting. We're not realizing that our joints and our ligaments, they don't go as fast as the muscles when it comes to growth. They take longer. You know?
The joints and the ligaments take longer than the muscles.
So build up the joints and the ligaments first, and the muscles will follow. And you will be less likely to get injured and more likely to do some elite shit.
Rather than building up the muscles, then you're putting yourself more at risk for getting injured because your muscles...
Because you like Swiss cheese. You got holes in your frame. You feel me? If you have holes in your frame, eventually you're going to fall apart. I don't care if you doing this, like I'm 31, I'll be 32 this year. So it doesn't matter if, you know, you in your 40s doing good, you in your 50s doing good. At some point in time, if you don't recalibrate, you're going to break. And I'm going to laugh at you because I'm telling you this now. A lot of people gonna realize what type of mindset I have. A lot of people don't understand that it's every man for himself. You feel me? It's really every man from yo. So somebody had called you. I think it said Chad. It's every man for himself. You feel me? And this is what we need to understand. Well, really understand and then overstand. My bad about the understand. Y'all learn about that when you learn legalese. But we need to start looking at all of our flaws rather than everything that we doing good, everything that's up. You feel me? It's not about it's not just about like, you know, oh, I could bench this or I could squat this. All right, so can you do pistol squats? Can you do a 30-second, pull up? Can you do a 1-minute push up? Like, you have to start building up from there. Nobody cares what you can do. What about what you can't do? That's all I care about.
So we're talking about how
Being
Matt
well-rounded.
focuses on, being a more well-rounded. It's more of a comprehensive approach to fitness, rather than just focusing on the muscles. Or I just want to lift as much as I can. I just want to run as fast as I can. It's important, obviously, to push ourselves in that way, but not to overlook the other areas like joints, something that we're going to talk about, even like with the meditation, having our mental, our spiritual health together, all those things factoring in. And when we talk about extreme workouts, all you got to do is look at my bros page 7. We'll tag everybody in it. But everybody kind of does. It's kind of funny. Everybody does different workouts or focuses on different workouts, but just how I look at your page, and what did I just tell you earlier? I'm like, yo, I got to incorporate some more of those intense workouts. You do a lot of different things, even with the soccer balls. I like that because it's one thing to be an athlete, and it's another thing to just be strong. I'm trying to be a functional athlete rather than just be out here, do as many pull-ups and do as many, much on the bench.
Facts.
Everything that you're doing is actually like real life stuff. And I joke around a lot, but it's like if there's an apocalypse that comes, you may have to climb something. You may have to hold your breath like you was just doing out there for 2 minutes. You got to incorporate all those things. So I'll let you kind of speak on it a little bit as far as what your approach is to fitness, what your mindset is on it.
So I know that your level of thinking will determine like how serious you take your fitness. So for me, it's more like getting that mental edge, because at the end of the day, we live in a world where anything is possible, anything can go down. So I use fitness to keep a very sharp mindset, and because it's not just to look good, it's also to have that warrior mentality. So it's like if there is an obstacle, there is something I'm dealing with, there is the world is going crazy. The weights would definitely handle that. So keeping that mental attitude, keeping your mind sharp. So for me, fitness is really I feel like I'm a warrior, and every day I'm coming out here, I'm going to the battle. And coming out here, it's like this intense workout. Of course, it's going to give me a great body, but it's all about training my mind and my spirit. So if I train my mind and my spirit, the rest will take care of itself.
Like the body is just a reflection of the working out that we're doing. As far as what you're doing, that's what I see. You're not just coming out here to say like, oh, looking in the mirror, hey, I want to work on this, I want to work on that. It's like I'm about to push myself as hard as I can, as far as I can, and we'll see what happens as far as how my body responds to it. And obviously it's going to respond in as far as looks wise, as long as you're making sure you're taking care of the mobility, taking care of the joints, then it's going to respond in a favorable way.
I feel as though, like for me, fitness is therapy. I wouldn't be as sane as I am right now if it wasn't for fitness. Keep it 100 with you. I'd be saying wild shit actually, and people be like, "Yo, how do you say that so calm?" I don't know. I don't like. That's just. It's just. I'm not here to make anybody, to look cool for people and all that. You feel me? At the end of the day, all that matters is what's in your reality. A lot of people don't understand that. I got people here. I got the morning miserable crew that comes over there. You have to understand, overstand that there's always going to be people in your life that no matter how many good things you do, they're not going to be there for it. So we need to, just be ready for that and not be like, oh, damn, that's crazy. Like, don't waste no energy on it. Just, oh, They just not for me. That's all, you know. So understand that, like, because a lot of people, I know my uncle once told me, he was like, you know, don't become addicted to exercising. What else am I gonna become addicted to? Like what?
He
Like,
said, "Don't." Like that
yeah,
was it?
he was like, yo, don't become addicted. He's like, cause you know, it could turn into something, blah blah blah. And mind you, I didn't seen a lot of addicts. I didn't seen, you know, people addicted to. I didn't see somebody addicted to Robitussin, bro. Robitussin. He didn't crash his car.
That's why that's why you go to CVS. Sometimes they lock up a lot of that cough
Yeah.
medicine. They lock.
I
They're
didn't know
locking
that
up
was a
Tide
thing.
Pods, bro. Like
Yeah, people eating Tide
literally,
Pods, bro.
the Tide Pods they're locking up.
It's weird. Like, so, you know, just all these little things that we're fighting. And a lot of us be fighting this stuff mentally. And that's why my Instagram is the Matt Martin Mindset, because I was depressed for the first 26 years of my life. And probably last year, too, and I didn't realize. But you need to break through that, or else you're going to pass it down to your kids. I'm pretty sure my parents passed their shit down to me.
Well,
Feel me?
that's a fact, and research has shown that. I
Yeah.
know, who is it? Billy Carson.
Yeah.
He talks a lot about that. Like we don't realize, and it's funny. We think that we could pass down all these other things, but all that
can pass it
trauma
all down.
is being passed down.
Yeah.
The spiritual, but we're so disconnected spiritually that we don't even understand like how strong that connection is to even to conceptualize that it could be passed down. But what you said, Seven, as far as with the warrior, when you feel like you coming out here to work out, I feel like that's what. Like back in the day when I look at like King Arthur movies or like Shogun, these TV shows, when your job was to protect, you know what I mean? Like that was your job, and they had knights or they had, you know, the warriors. That was what your craft was. And that's how you let off a lot of your competitive nature while preparing you to be who you needed to be in a time of a situation where you never know how it could go. Exactly what you said. We live in a country, we don't know what could happen. Something could just happen right now.
You see what happened? The world was shut down for 3 years. So fitness will be the only thing to get you prepared for life, to be honest. Because it covers every area. You know, it covers your mind, your body. You know, so at the end of the day, like he was saying, a lot of people going to come in your life, they're just passing by. And you can't really take that personal. But you have to understand you're on a path, and this path, only you can write that story. So everybody has a story, but you have your own story, you have your own script. So, and most of the people we see today, we might not see them again. So it's like you have to have that mindset. Like, look, these people, they don't mean nothing, because at the end of the day, they're just passing by. So you gotta have the power of letting go. Like sacrifice, you got to make sacrifice to get what you want. And like me coming all the way from Africa, you know, oh, they're playing African music right there.
That's my joint right there.
Yeah, so man,
a good
shout out to
song.
all the Africans. So, but coming from like Africa, from a poor background, we had to struggle. So it's like, you have to be grateful for everything. So I think letting go is a very powerful thing. So like he was saying, like we have to take advantage. Most of the people that we see today, we're not going to see them again. So we have to take advantage of every situation.
Yeah, especially when you get around certain people that you could build with. You know, don't waste time worrying about the people that you're not going to build with. Let them be the ones that are just going to pass by, or we going to pass by them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to pass by me. I'm going, don't worry, you stay here. I'm going to keep it moving on you. Therefore, I can give more energy to the people that I'm looking to build with. Because like you said, everything is a sacrifice. Everything's give and take. So if I'm giving that negative situation energy, that means I'm taking away from something positive. So I'm not trying to do that. But it's definitely, I mean, and I feel like even from the mental standpoint, we work out every day. You know what I'm saying? And even the rest days of workout. Well, he work out mentally, but we're doing something active. We're living an active lifestyle every day, and I think when it comes to mental health, you know, the way that they try to categorize it and compartmentalize it, it's as if, okay, you're this, and you need this medicine or you need to speak to this person. Like, no, it's an everyday thing. Like sometimes I come out here, pull-ups ain't hitting the same. Squats ain't hitting the same. All right, nothing. I may just have an off day. I got to come back the next day, work on it. So it's something to just keep building on. It's nothing that you ever just, yo, I'm mentally healthy now, I'm good. You got to just keep constantly working on it.
Bro. Yeah. I didn't realize I was depressed.
And also, like, just to pick up what you said, you just made me cut on, because it's like the workouts is a reflection. It's like the game day. It's like training day. So if you come out here and you playing on your workout, it's a reflection on how you do one thing is how you do everything. So it's like
how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Yeah. So if you don't go hard in a workout, so I know in other areas you're not going hard or you're not doing the right thing. So like it's like coming out here, you have to play it like it's game day every day, man.
You know, one thing I noticed, I seen this. I don't know if it was a meme or whatever, and it was like people in your life like seasons. Some people are the leaves, some people are the branches, and some people are the roots. You feel me? So
Say it again.
Some people are the leaves. You know, we got the morning miserable crew is the leaves, and then we got the branches, which is like people that was in your life, but then like, you know, it hurt when they left, and then you got the roots. You feel me? There's roots, like, for instance, like your girl, you feel me? Like stuff like that. There's gonna be roots. So now if those roots leave you, you kind of like, damn, you kind of.
So which one you got to cut of the tree? What's the most dangerous part you need to cut before things get worse of the whole tree? How you?
I mean, I feel like a branch turns into a root in the aspect of this analogy. So a branch would probably be the most dangerous one.
Yeah.
Leaves is fine. Leaves, you could burn that shit.
Yeah.
You could roll up with that leaf. You know what I mean? Like,
but the branch could produce more stuff. Yeah. You're right.
You could, you know how you what is it called when you not crop it? When you cut it off, you plant it.
And one more thing to pick above, like he said, people come in your life for seasons. So don't compromise. If you see it right away, you take care of business, because it's like if you let that little problem grow
like a cancer,
then by the time you're trying to cure it, it's too late. So what are some of the ways that we can like see those type of people coming and we able to get them out of the way before it get worse?
One, when the red flags pop out, when somebody asks you if they could do something and then they do more than what you've allowed them to do, red flags like that. And then, you know, when people aren't a man of, like, especially men, when you're not a man of your word is all you have, bro. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how muscular you are, tall, none of that. None of that matters. Because when all this money stuff is gone, because eventually it will be, because really the money is just it's like the middleman. You feel me? Yeah. So it's like
it's gonna come with it. It's like the body.
Like
it's like we working out, but the body. Go ahead, my fault.
No, you good.
Yeah.
I give the knowledge, right, for people to be able to, you know, elevate themselves, and then people double back and they give me something. That's the reciprocity method, where you give people stuff for free, and they feel obligated. They either feel obligated to give it back to you, or they do the morning crew stuff. It's only one of those two. They're either gonna hide from you and like try to like talk bad about you, or they're gonna be like, damn, I gotta pay him back some way, shape, or form. You feel me? Like, I gotta get him something. Like, you know what I mean? And that's why, like, a lot of us we'll just work out together, and it's like, yo, you know, blah blah, because that's our way of giving back to each other, and not like, you know, being on some stupid shit.
Yeah, that was the good. Yo, he broke that one down.
I'm all about analogies, because like at the end of the day, like Rod's telling you before, like we start off as rivers, we go into a stream, we don't know if it's a pond. Damn, she's thick. So.
And just to be clear, he's very good with analogies. So the morning crew, I'm looking at it as an analogy. I'm gonna say he's just speaking on analogy. He doesn't mean any actual. He gonna just zoom in on me right now. It don't matter what his facial expressions are. The morning crew is just an analogy for anybody that may fall into that category that he's describing. So
we start off as rivers, right? Which is like, say a little kid runs, trips, and does a split, right? The first time they're gonna look at their parent like, yo, am I good? Yeah, you're good. Like, you're all right. So then you become a stream. By the time you get a stream, you either in 6th grade because you're one of them kids that just don't do anything, or you about 30 years old. I feel like you become extreme between those two times, between 6th grade and 30 years old.
When you're not as active.
Yeah, because you know, after 6th grade, you don't have recess no more. You got gym class. And a lot of them people, you know, they don't bring clothes. They don't want to do gym class and blah, blah, blah. And then people hit 30. Oh, I'm old. You're not old, bro. You keep telling yourself, you keep telling all your cells that you're going to be old.
Oh.
Like, I got a client. I don't know if y'all seen on my matter of fact, on a TV show that we did. I had the 68-year-old guy. He was doing front levers and muscle ups, and other guys looking at him like, wait, what?
Oh, David, shout out to
Yeah,
David.
he
Shout
was
out to David.
All right, shout out to David, Chicago David. You know what I mean? So it's just we need to believe new things because we believe whatever we were taught. So now we need to double back and get into the unknown. There's things you know, there's things you don't know, and there's things you don't know that you don't know. You feel me?
There's things you know. There's things you don't know.
And there's things you don't even know that you don't know.
Okay.
You feel me? Because it's like, and we can't even speak on those things you don't know. You don't
Man,
know.
he came prepared for this, He got all the gems, bro. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm over here like.
Now my older brothers really put me on to a lot of this because they're 6 and 11 years older than me. You feel me? So
yeah.
I've seen my older brother. I'm basically like 42, even though I'm only 32 or 31, about to be 32, because I've seen them and I've been able to subconsciously live through their lives and the mistakes they've made, the lessons they've learned. I've taken that and I'll double back and I'll just get a capital L. You feel me? They may have learned that, you know, got the lowercase L. Don't worry, I'm definitely looking behind me. Lowercase L, capital L, all that. I got so many people that don't like me for me not to look behind me.
So this is my next question for you. So how is it possible that people will not take care of their fitness? Because like what you're saying kind of revolve, like people will put more effort into getting money, but they will not put effort into doing something that would keep them alive to get the money.
So the thing is, though, mind you, we live in a society where money is everything. You feel me? Where I was walking down the street one time, I seen this guy trying to holler at this girl. Hey, yo, ma, what's up? She wouldn't pay no. Yo, ma, what's your cash app? Now she want to turn around. You feel me?
She turned around?
Yeah, of course.
She deserved everything she get.
So it's like, oh, and then with the other aspect of money, it's like with men specifically, we're not worth anything until we have bread.
Yeah.
You feel me? I can't take care of a woman unless I have money.
Think about it from a car standpoint. People will really commit to putting more time, effort, energy, money, and everything else into what type of car they're riding around in than the body that they're actually walking around, or some of them can't run around in. That's insane, bro. That's insane when you actually value the car. Like, so you understand the appearance aspect, even from an appearance
I've
aspect.
seen Maybachs in the McDonald's drive-thru, bro.
So you understand how appearance can help you look more favorable in a nicer car. So how do you not then take that into account when it's your actual body? And then to say, like, and your body, like we said earlier, is just a representation of how everything else is going on, how our mind, body, and soul is working together. So if you come in with a bad body, then it's kind of more telling than just maybe a certain area that you may look at. You may think people just looking at it like, oh, I don't work out. No, you eat healthy. You don't feel good about yourself. You're insecure. You take shortcuts. You're not disciplined. You're not focused. All these other things that it make, you know. So I don't know.
Yeah, because your body exposed, like your paycheck, whatever. You know, you can look at somebody's body and definitely see where they are in life. You know. But this, my next question is, how come the millionaire or the billionaire gets the money but don't use that money to fix his body? Like,
because they have already achieved the they skipped that part, and basically the goal is to be able to either procreate, you feel me, or just have women around you for something. So by that time, the women basically just using them for the bread, but he don't care because he has passive income, so it's always coming in. So the women always want to keep coming. It don't matter what he look like.
what about his health though?
He don't care about that.
This is what I think, because he's doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And it's like if your goal, like, he's making money for the wrong reasons. He's making money maybe to just get the girl. He's making money to get the car. He's making money to have people look at him a particular way just for his money. And when you're getting all those things, you're getting the girl, you're getting the looks, you're getting the car, he's cool with just that. His mindset was never going into it where I want to get the money to be healthy. And they don't, and a lot of it is, if you can get a girl, it's standards, right? So a woman's standpoint, if she's okay with having an out of shape dude, just if they have a lot of money, then the dude is like, shit, I already qualified for it, so I'm not going to do extra work. It's like if we're going for a job. It's like if the qualifications are only to do this, then I'm only going to do that. You know what I mean? That's how a lot of our minds work. Not that they should.
You know what's crazy? I'll be walking down the street and I'll see that same man with a girl, and as soon as he sees me, he'll grab her hand to gain her attention. No. He'll grab her hand. Look. Crazy. He'll grab her hand to get her attention so that she doesn't look at me.
Yeah.
And
So
I don't even care
She
because
already know.
at the end of the day, bro, you going home with her, bro. She just looking at me. You feel me? Like it ain't my fault that you're out of shape and that you're lazy and that you don't want to do anything to fix your body and that you're about to have erectile dysfunction in the next 5 to 10 years. So also, if y'all got erectile dysfunction, holla at me. I got you.
So this is my next question.
No pills needed.
So the same energy that takes somebody that is broke to get to $1 million is the same energy that you see somebody that is fat and then transform his body, and now he has like a six-pack. Do you think it's two different energies or it's two different mindsets?
It's just two different mindsets because you gotta be focused on something, and we can't really multitask. Multitasking is really a myth. You feel me? You can't be driving and texting at the same time. You're gonna do one at a time because you might crash. You feel me? I can't talk to you and have a solid conversation at the same time. You feel me? I gotta go back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like you can't necessarily get the bread and then get ahead fitness-wise at the same time. You could, but it's like if you're on a path already to one, you're not about to add something onto it. You're gonna add another source of income onto it. You're not gonna add, oh, I need to get healthier. You're not caring about that. You're like, bro, I'll do that when when I get to the bread.
Priorities.
Yeah.
No, the energy that he takes is the same mindset.
No, yeah, it's the same. It's the
because
same.
it's like if he could transform his body.
Well, two different mindsets in the aspect of, like, for instance, let's say you do fitness. I've been doing fitness my whole life, so that's my type of mindset. So I'm gonna use that to push into the money. You can't really use the money to push into fitness. You can if you get a gym, but you're not gonna. I know mad gym owners, they're fat. Like, come on.
Yeah, they're fat.
Yeah, you could use the habits, and if this is what I would tell somebody who's made a lot of money.
So, but what?
Yeah.
The question I'm asking is like, what inspires these people? Because it's
The lack of.
It's not easy to get from 300 pounds, and then now you have the perfect body. And it's not so easy for somebody that is dead broke, has no money, to go from $0
gotta hit
and
rock
now he's
bottom.
making millions. So the millionaires don't have the body, but the regular person do have the mindset to change his body. So do you think it's the same energy or is it different motivation?
No.
Different motivation.
Different motivation.
Yeah.
Definitely different motivation. It has to be because, like, me personally, because I can only speak for myself, I'm more into the fitness aspect, right? But I'm swaying it into the other side. And it's because of my mindset, the Matt Martin mindset. Because you have to hit rock bottom. I didn't hit rock bottom twice, between depression as a kid and then going on a vacation. You feel me? So that right there taught me a lot. And that right there, the fact that it even taught me, I had the mindset for it to teach me and not to just be like, nah, it's whatever, I got caught up, I'm good, so we need to hit rock bottom. Everybody need to hit rock bottom first. Like that 300-pound man, my man probably can't see his dick, you feel me? His wife probably not even doing anything with him.
Because the thing is, when I wasn't in shape before, when I saw people that was out of shape, it was just like normal to me. Like, but now when I see them, I'm like,
it's engraved.
It's like to be on this side and see the other side. It's like, I'm like, what's this man doing? Why is he not taking care of that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like
he not worried about that. He worried about getting to the bag because. And our average individuals out here, they want to get money, you feel me? That's why I stay on this side of the wall. On that side of the wall, it's ego-driven. It's like, oh, I got money, but you don't really got money. You just have enough money to, like, show off to women to make it look like you have money and then go home and have to worry about bread afterwards. You feel me? I've seen a lot of cats out here in Miami doing that.
Yeah, because the real money is your health. Because if you have the money
Real money is your health. I gotta say it louder.
You know what I mean? Because it's like that's the real wealth. Because you can have so much money and you die tomorrow, but if you don't take care of your health. So the first thing is take care of your health and then get the money. Then now whatever you want to do.
People don't realize that people don't want to, like, for instance, when you get sick, right? And you go to your doctor and your doctor tells you whatever and you know it's not going to work, but then you don't want to go to a holistic doctor because you're not even sure if it's going to work. And on top of it, you run out of time now. So they don't bother to go figure out the actual truth. They just keep staying in the lie. And keep digging themselves deeper and deeper and deeper. You feel me?
And as long as people getting the things that they want out of life with whatever they're using to get it, as long as whatever compensation I'm using to purchase whatever I'm receiving, as long as that money works to purchase that, then I'm gonna keep doing it. If me making a certain amount of money works for me to get that girl, then I'm gonna keep doing that. If that girl decides like, the money ain't enough at a certain point, then it's on me to figure out whether or not I need to do something else to keep her or to regain her or something like that. And if somebody was 300 pounds, like if somebody was successful and out of shape, I would tell them like, listen, the same habits, you got to change your motivation, but the same habits, the same discipline, the same skills that you use in order to go from whatever point you had this amount of money to bubbling it into millions, then those same habits and that discipline you can use to incorporate into fitness. You just have to care. You just have to say like, oh, this is something that I want to compete in. And for me, the biggest word is compete. Like competitors, bro. I want to be the best at everything that I'm doing. If I'm doing this at this particular time, then I want to be the best at this. I want to, and I'm not even talking about better than somebody else all the time. Sometimes I use that as inspiration, but I'm talking about I just want to maximize whatever my potential is in a fitness. I want to maximize my potential financially. I want to maximize my potential spiritually. I want to maximize my potential in being the best in the, inspiration to different people. So that's all.
Because, bro, whenever I see you, you always like smiling, like you
bro. That's it, bro. That's it. Yep.
You always be happy.
We live in a very depressed world. It's very few people that you walk, especially here in Miami Beach. You see these people, they're like zombies walking. So it's like, that's why fitness is important, because when you work out, you feel good, you feel alive. That's why when I see you, like when I see people that are in shape, I'm like,
Yes, you get excited.
I get excited. Then when I see people that
that's the difference between certain people. Certain people see other people that's in shape like them, like, other people like, you know?
See, and that was the cancers, because it's gonna be everywhere, and it's more so about, I think that's just the insecurities that other people have. I want to be around people in better shape than me. I want to be around people that I can learn something from. Who wants to just be, the big fish in a small pond? Like, I want to be the shark out there. Like, you know what I mean?
That's why we all left where we were at.
So what are the 5 key steps of handling the cancers? Like, because this.
We'll each go one. You give one.
Your surrounding.
You elevate. First of all, you're not even competing with them. You're better than them from the beginning, and that's why they don't like you. So you just keep elevating, because in their mind, they're competing with you. In your mind, you're just elevating. Feel me? It ain't. It's not us. It's me.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah. I'm big on intuition.
Intuition.
You know when something, you feel me?
Yo, that's a key.
I'm big on intuition because you could feel somebody's energy. You know what I mean? Like, you could feel somebody's energy. If it ain't right, then it's cool. Don't take it personal. Don't let it affect you negatively. Just stay what you are, and either they're gonna align or they're not gonna align. They on a different frequency. Cool. They naturally, we not gonna link up. We not gonna connect, and you're not gonna spend no time being worried about me. I ain't gonna spend no time being worried about you.
Yeah. For me, I would say surrounding is if you could change your surrounding, then you could definitely change that. But you can't change surroundings all the time. So how do you deal with them if they're in the same surrounding as you? Because if they have negative,
you gotta keep elevating.
Elevating.
Because at the end of the day, you won't elevate so much to a point where it's like you can't even see them. You feel me?
This man can't prepare.
It don't matter how tall they are, short.
He studied.
Bro, I'm Petty McGill.
Bro done studied.
Boy has studied, man. This man know exactly what he's talking about.
Because I've dealt with this in other avenues of life too. Doing my little vacation tactics, you feel me? Yeah. I've dealt with that before. I had a cat that he didn't like other people around him I was doing more than he was. But I was cool with him, I grew up with him.
Yeah.
But then I realized he always had people around him that were just little henchmen. You feel me? You know, like Mr.
Yeah.
So when you see that, because it's all the same mentality in a different body. You feel me? It's the same mentality in a different body. So I know how to deal with it already.
So
You're not on my
this
level.
History is like everybody's DNA history has already been studied, so it's like they're just coming back in different forms and different bodies.
Yeah.
Because if somebody's from a particular place or culture, just like with fitness, how you spoke about the body type, what's your body type, so you know the place you're from, what kind of food you eat, right?
Facts.
That's based on that too, right?
Yeah, it's very important. I was just telling the park ranger that I was like, cause he said his mom dealing with like, you know, the little thing everybody had to get, and I was like, yeah, my mom was dealing with it too, and she almost died. Hit her with the hydrogen tablets. You feel me? Now she up, and I was like, yo, here, I gave him a bottle because like her mom's dying. You feel me? Like, I was like, if you want any more, you know, holler at me, but here's this one. You feel me? Because my whole purpose of what I do in my life is to help people elevate. You feel me? I want people to live long and prosperous lives. Longevity is key. That's what I teach. I teach longevity. You feel me? Mobility, functional movements, blah blah blah. All that just means longevity. No pain. Your last 10 years of your life, you're not gonna be in a like how our grandparents, our great grandparents were in the hospital dying. Oh, you wanna go see grandma in the hospital? Do you really want to live a type of lifestyle like that? I don't. And I won't. And you have to start somewhere.
And it's selfish. Like I think a lot of people don't realize like being out of shape is selfish. Like it's selfish. I think I heard Mike Rashid, he said it in a different way. But he was talking about if you can't physically handle yourself, you know, he said you an asshole. It's selfish, you an asshole. Cause think about it, we're all the three of us are around each other, right? Yeah. Like we together right now. So if somebody approached us, if there was a situation, whatever it may be, we would expect each other, since we're together, to approach that with each other.
Yeah.
If I'm struggling because I'm out of shape, now we get into an altercation with a group. Now you got to worry about me because I'm out of shape. You got to worry about me. You can't even worry about you. You know what I mean? And it's the same way with life. When you have people that are out of shape, yo, I don't want to have to bring my kids to the hospital to see their grandparents. I don't want, you know, you in the hospital, you taking away now the family stressed out. You're bringing stress to other people's life. Like I want to bring positivity to people's lives. And like you said, help them elevate in every aspect of their life because we all impact each other. So you either when I come into contact with you, I'm either gonna walk away feeling better or worse than I was at that point. You know, it's not gonna be the same. It may feel the same, but I'm either gonna be better or worse. So it's like every person that we come into contact with, think about it. How do you feel afterwards? Do you feel better, worse? Do you feel inspired or do you feel maybe a little depressed?
Two things. Yesterday I was walking over to the water, right? And I saw George. And I was just chopping up, and I was like, damn, bro. He was like, yo, ran 5 miles. He's like, I feel kind of different, though. The sun's like, yeah, bro, you ain't been out here. The sun different in every state. Every state has its own state of mind. You feel me? Whether it's the sun, the state of mind, literally, or whatever, or even the laws in that place. You feel me? But we overthink these things. We overlook that when we say state of mind or each state. What does state mean? You know, what state are you in? Like, what mental state are you in? You feel me? So when I saw him, I was chopping it up with him, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, you know, every time I seen you, you just raised my vibration." So I'm like, I appreciate that, and I peeped that. So I went to the water, then I came back, and I saw this one guy. I never even met him before, with locks, and I think he was here that one time. That guy was being disrespectful to the women, either that time or another time, because I don't like when men be disrespectful to women. Because I've seen that as a kid. Nah, I don't like that type of shit. So then he was like, yo, he's like, bro, I see you mad consistent. He's like, you like a prophet. He's like, yo, what's your name? I was like, Matthew. He was like, oh, I.
You're a prophet, Matthew.
Yeah. He was talking about it, and he was like, I told him, he's like, oh, you born 11/11? I was like, oh, shit.
He was born 11/11.
Yeah, I'm a life past 7. I'm a 7 too.
Bro.
We both 7. You know, right?
11/11, yeah.
And I'm a life past 7, born on 11/11, right? So the number 9 is completion. So I complete myself. If I would just stop being I'm holding myself back mentally. And that's the thing. That's what people don't understand. We all hold ourselves back. You got to stop holding yourself back. You gotta just let be what is.
Yeah.
You feel me? Sounds like something Fire would say.
Let be what is, yo. Shout out to Fire.
Shout out to Fire. So it's like, and we're stuck in this barrier. Like, for instance, the difference between a local and a regular.
We're breaking it down, boy.
The regulars, they're miserable.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? The regulars, they mentally feel like they're stuck here. A local, we choose to come here. I don't need to come here. I can go to 6th Street. I can work out in my apartment, but I got a whole shit in my apartment. I don't even need anything to work out. I could be like Tenny and just go pull up on a tree. You feel me?
And just to piggyback when you say state of mind, you know what I do to come in Muscle Beach? Like they say, your level of fitness will determine how fit or how you take it serious. Because when like you said, the local and the tourist. So when I come here, I don't come like a local mentality. I come like, yo, I'm on vacation.
Excited.
Like this place, people don't understand the power of like just working in the sun and getting that vitamin D.
It's too
so
hot.
when I come out here, it's like I'm on vacation, but I live here. That's how you gotta see the Muscle Beach. And like you said, your state of mind.
See, that's why. So you're a regular. You're not a local because you have a certain set, maybe not schedule, but like, and that's another thing too. We need set schedules because throughout my whole life, I've been aiming to not have set schedules because I just wanted to not live upon the rules of everyone else because I've seen how we get manipulated.
Yeah.
But then I realized though that I need my own set schedule. Even in high school, we got 4 blocks. You feel me? It's like an hour and a half a piece, and it's like, so we could set that up like, all right, 25 minutes, 5. The 25-5, 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off.
Like taking a break.
Yeah, because it helps your brain recalibrate. Feel me? Just like I tell people, when I show you a movement, there's one lady, she couldn't do the karaoke. She was doing, I don't know what she was doing, but she wasn't doing the karaoke, right?
Yeah.
And then
It happens.
I had her do it. I say, yo, so let's take a break. Let's go do something else. I do some squats, and then I do it again. You take the software, which is the movement, the exercise, whatever you learn, you download it to your hardware, which is your brain. The shit is loading in the process. So it needed to load, so I had to go do something else so that I could load. And then she got it. You feel me?
Yeah, that's dope. Because
So-
we are the ultimate AI,
Bro,
except we
all
are
that-
not artificial. We're better, right?
All that stuff is based off us.
Yeah,
Bro, a cell
yeah.
phone, you see how I take the pictures upside
Yeah.
down? When you turn your phone upside down, what happens is you look more like an authoritative figure. Because when kids look at you and they're looking up, you look more like an authoritative figure. And then on top of that, your eyes see things upside down and your brain turns it around. You feel me?
Mhm.
So when the brain turns it around, that, or when the phone turns it around, when you look at the picture, it looks a little more appealing, just a little bit more appealing.
Just for your brain. That's just
Yeah.
because the perception.
And I learned that
Yeah.
from some girl that would do all these ass videos, and like I see her here one time, and her phone was upside down. I'm like, yo, your phone's upside down. She was like, I know. Like, I'm supposed to notice. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not an Instagram,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yo, I got something for y'all. So, speaking about AI, and then I guess each one of us will give, one bit of last advice. But I guess this will be mine. With the artificial intelligence, and it just came to my mind. Like, we think about big pharma, the pharmaceutical companies. They pretty much mimic the plants, the natural medicines, to then create fake drugs for us to use with our body. All the pharmaceutical medicines, they learn like how to put the compounds and everything together by looking at plants. So they look at the plant medicine, but you can't patent like a plant. You get what I'm saying? So therefore they can't make any money off of it. So they make a substance that they can put in a capsule that'll be more regulated, all these things. So how I look at artificial intelligence compared to human intelligence, spiritual intelligence, is the same way that I look at pharmaceuticals compared to natural medicine that comes from the ground. So embrace the natural stuff. It may take a little bit longer, just like it may take a little bit longer to naturally lose weight, to naturally get in shape, comparing to take, Ozempic or whatever else people are taking nowadays,
You'll never have
or
to-
doing whatever else people doing. But the natural way is not only going to be a more effective way getting there, but it's also going to allow you to last and keep those, keep whatever benefits that you gained from that slower process. So that's what I'll leave it with.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Man, I think you hit it right on the my brother. we all did. So I would say, yeah, natural stuff, because it's like, what's the point of using the stuff that is going to cause you complications later to get the results, and then now you have to suffer later. So it's like, it's better to just go all natural. And in terms of the AI situation, I think we can't just rely, because I say the more technology, even with regular people, people used to know people's names. People used to know how to
Cell phone numbers.
calculate cell phone numbers, and now I'm like, people don't know that
went
stuff
through that
no
too.
more,
Get somewhere.
because it's like
I forgot people's phone numbers too.
it's like the AI is taking over the mind,
Yeah.
the human being's
relying
mind.
on
We relying on, and once your minds get too lazy, now the AI is working. The AI is working 24/7, so we can't rely on the AI. You know what I mean?
And our brains, that's neuroplasticity. They're taking away certain things that our brain should be working at. So therefore, if our brains aren't working, if you're not pushing your body, then the neuroplasticity, our brains will actually like shut off developing in certain areas. Instead of growing, they'll start to shut down. And what happens when what's it called when you
Atrophy.
atrophy? Like we'll have brain atrophy pretty much. That's the neuroplasticity. So
Yo,
my
a lot
fault.
of us have
What you
glute
got?
atrophy. A lot of us just from sitting. See how long we've been sitting just now? Probably sitting like 15, 20 minutes. Yo,
Longer than that.
my assistant, he was like, yeah, I was sitting from noon till, he's like, it's 9 p.m. over here right now. I'm like, bro, you were sitting for 9 hours and you're only in your 20s, your early 20s. I gave somebody my course, a 23-year-old, 24-year-old. He was like, yo, bro, I didn't realize how tight I was. His 10-year-old nephew was doing the course with him one day. He said, yo, I didn't realize, his nephew was like, yo, I didn't realize how tight I was. Bro, you're 10. What do you mean?
Video games, computers.
And that's why, so like with the AI thing, right? People don't realize that AI is based off of us.
Yeah.
So if we would actually just stop watching the tell a vision, which is going to tell you whatever vision that you need to see, rather than you creating the vision, now you're going to be a lot more lazy. Now you're going to cut corners. Now you're going to be eating all this processed food and not realize that your mental clarity has slowed down. You feel me? All these little intricate things, and then you're going to be, trying to get whatever little girl whatever woman because that's what everybody else is looking to do, at nighttime. That's why I be saying out here, half before my complexion is demon time. Because anybody comes out here to go to the clubs and all that stuff, they just looking to find a companion that they can have sex with. That's it. They're not looking to do anything else. At the end of the day, when you go out, you feel me, and you're single, you're not looking to just go out and have fun.
Right.
Maybe women, but men, specifically men, we savages.
And women need to understand that. So when you going out here, that's topic number 2, yo. That's going.
Hey, listen, to tell you, it's not just the men, the women are on it. They're just very passive with it.
Yeah, it goes from both ends, but
man.
I don't want to be I don't want people to be like, oh, you like Kevin Samuels and you like. I like to talk about both aspects. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even talk about the woman until we have a woman on. You know what I mean? And then have them talk about it, because people be so soft and sweet these days. It's like, well, you said this, and you like, yo.
Yeah. Let a woman talk about it.
Cut the malarkey.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all know what it is, man. Well, actually, y'all didn't know what it is because it's our first time recording, but we're gonna make this. A habit. This is gonna be some of our. I don't know whether we'll do it weekly. Thunder in the back, letting us know to wrap it up. But weekly, however we need to do it, we just gonna be having conversations that we would normally have just with us, but we'll share it with y'all. Hopefully y'all can get something from it. So
Hey guys, listen, shout out to 7 Men of
Yeah,
Power.
put your
The reason
Instagram,
7 concept, Men of Power. Listen, we just come together and we talk, and I learned a lot from just having this talk, and this is what it's all about. Like my man said, elevate, growing every day. That's what it's all about. So if you could surround yourself around the right people, everything else will happen.
And y'all can find me at the Matt Martin Mindset right here, just in case you don't know how to spell. I got you. MATTMARTINMINDSET. If y'all dealing with depression, you wanting people that thinking about taking your life, anything like that, holla at me, DM me. The Matt Martin Mindset. I got you. Mental health is important. All you have is your mind. The body don't even matter. The body is just a byproduct of what the mind is. So always remember that.
With that, we'll see y'all soon. Ew.